Let's talk about all of the perfumes I want to wear in February. First up, let me start out with our newest addition to mine and my husband's perfume collection, which is Seaside Infusion by Massimo Dutti. He bought it on a whim one day here. It was in the sale for 20 euros for 100 milliliters, so crazy. And this one reminds me a lot of my beloved Armani's Thé Yulong perfume. So it basically is a green tea, bergamot, vetiver, fig, and cardamom scent. When you look at those notes, you would think maybe that it would smell like Thé Matcha by Le Labo. And they are in the same family. However, I just smelled the other one last night and I'm not the biggest fan of it. Let me tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I feel like the vetiver and the aromatics and spices are too loud. It's not very round. And this one is so much more smooth and creamy and a little bit more sweet. It is more synthetic than Thé Yulong for sure, but it was 20 euros. So if you are into fresh green tea perfumes that are slightly sweetened and a little creamy, check this one out. I think this is the perfect everyday perfume, gym perfume, summer perfume. It can be anything basically. Then I've shown you which perfumes I took with me. And so some of the perfumes I have not been wearing here and I want to wear them in February. So the first one is Phlur's Soft Spot. This one I got as a travel spray, and I have to tell you, looks wise, this is beautiful, but when it comes to the quality, not the biggest fan. So the cap sits very loose on here. It even came like this. So I just used this one time. It was basically down to here. And I wrote the online shop that I ordered from immediately and told them, and they sent me a new one. But just telling you, wasn't the best experience. But let me tell you about the perfume. So the main accords are musky, floral, and powdery. And the notes are freesia, bergamot, mandarin, jasmine, water lily, musk, amber, sandalwood. So quite a lot of notes going on that are quite interesting if you see them together. To me, I want to give this a second or third chance, let's say, because as of right now, I'm not the biggest fan of it, I have to tell you. It's just that so many people love it, like really love it, and say it's like a beautiful alternative to Missing Person, like a skin scent, but a little bit more warm and sweet and salty. I don't know. To me, it smells a lot like Alien Goddess. So like a salty, coconutty vanilla. Not really appropriate for winter time. It's not really one that I could see myself wearing all day, like in every season. But I don't know. There is something dusty in here that's even a little off smelling, as if you sprayed perfume and you did not shower. I don't want to tell you that, but it does smell like that to me if I smell it from the bottle sometimes. I don't know. People say it smells like Bear by Victoria's Secret, which I do feel like I get the DNA. It's very perfumey, very generic smelling, just like Alien Goddess. It does have this DNA that I cannot grasp. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a little bit synthetic and just a specific thing that is going on in a lot of generic perfumes. A little bit sweet, a little bit fruity, a little bit floral, a little bit dusty, maybe. I don't know. And then there's this vanilla in here. Is there vanilla in here? It seems to me like there's vanilla in here. Amber and sandalwood, maybe. Oh, it's vanilla orchid, yeah. Yeah, it has something about the vanilla from Burberry Goddess, actually. Yeah, it's like as if you put Burberry Goddess and then you mix it in with Alien Goddess and the Bare Victoria's Secret, and you leave it out with a little bit of dust. This is what it smells like to me. I don't know, but I want to give it a shot. I really want to give it a shot. I mean, I have 2 of those travel sizes, so I might as well use them. But I don't know. On a more positive note, I have Foglie di Tè by L'Herbolario. This is a Italian, I would say, apothecary perfume house. I mostly see them in more apothecaries or more natural shops, stuff like that. There you can find those perfumes. And Foglie di Tè I've never smelled before because they never had them in stores. And so when I got the sample, I was so excited, but I wasn't too sure. So the main accords are green aromatic and citrus, and the notes are tea leaf, verbena, oolong tea, mate, and water mint. So I thought it could possibly be one that I would love, or one that I would think would be just too much, too bitter, too unbalanced. And so I got the sample and I tried it out, and let me tell you, this is beautiful. It is more bitter, and it reminds me of one by Armand Jane, actually. I forgot the name. I forgot what it is called, but it is also a tea perfume, and that one is very expensive. But they smell pretty much alike. They are very tea focused. As I said, a little bitter, not too sweet. There is not that much sweetness in here at all. Just a tad bit sweet, I would say, from the mint, which can be a little sweet leaning, and the verbena. But the verbena and the mint also make it super refreshing. It's quite green and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I tend to lean towards tea perfumes right now that are more sweet, but on other days I do want something very refreshing, and I have now the Seaside Infusion for more sweet tea days, and this one for the more unisex, a little even like woody, smoky leaning because of the oolong tea and the mate, which both are a little bit on the smoky side. So this is actually very beautiful. I love the L'Herbolario perfumes. I've smelled so many of them. I've liked so many of them straight away. It's just that they are mostly very weak performing perfumes because they do not cost a lot. I would say they cost around 35 euros mostly for a full bottle, which is not a lot. But yeah, I'm excited to wear it and see what the performance is going to be like. The next one, I always wanted to try the whole range, but it seems, I don't know if they are discontinued or what, but it's very hard to smell them where I live. And it's the Signorina line by Salvatore Ferragamo. I love the bottle, and I feel like I could like this line very much, but I got a lot of samples and they put other samples in my package as well because I ordered so much. And so they put in Signorina in Fiore. So the main accords for that one are fruity, woody, and floral. And the notes are pomegranate, sorbet, pear in the top. In the middle we have cherry blossom and jasmine, and in the base we have white musk and sandalwood. And some people say it smells like one by Armani, Sky di Gioia, or Dolce Rose by Dolce & Gabbana. And people say it's a beautiful, lovely, crisp, airy perfume that is very likable. So I was very intrigued by it because I love my cherry blossom perfumes. I love cherry blossom a lot more than cherry, actually. This is what I now know. And so when I saw that they included this perfume, I was super excited for it. To me, it is one that I'm going to wear as an everyday scent, but it is a lot more mature than I thought it was going to be. So to me, pomegranate and pear sound very fun and fruity, but to me this is more a cherry blossom powdery soap. This is what it smells like to me. Very clean, very powdery actually, with cherry blossom as a floral, and then some certain sweetness from a fruit, but it's not a juicy pear or a sour pomegranate. That is not what I smell, actually. Yeah, so it's a more mature offering in my opinion. I'm excited to wear it, although I did wear it on my hand yesterday and my husband was like, what are you wearing? That smells very strange. So I don't know if he's going to be the biggest fan of it because, as I said, it is quite powdery and can, I think, lean a little bit towards the too powdery, too classic leaning powdery soapy way that maybe smells like an old hotel room, if you know what I mean. Next up, we have this one, which is Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn, a perfume I packed because it is new and I thought I'm sure it will be quite warm here in February, and I think in 2 days it will be very, very warm and we will be at the beach, so this is going to be perfect. So this one has main accords of tropical, fruity and sweet with notes of coconut water, pineapple, palm leaf, frangipani. You also have driftwood, amberwood. This one sounded so good, and when I got it I was a little underwhelmed because I do like Ellis Brooklyn. And just so you know, I wanted to share with you, if you look at those bottles, right? This is 10 milliliters. This one is 9.5 milliliters. So this one has less product than this one, which it doesn't look like it. This one is very cheaply made. I don't like it a lot. I like the color in itself, but this one looks so much more rich. But this one, I've never had problems with Ellis Brooklyn travel sizes. The spray itself is very good, and the perfume itself is also very rich and powerful, although it is a very fresh scent. That being said, I was just hoping for something a little bit more exciting. I feel like I've smelled so many perfumes that it has to take a certain perfume to excite me and for me to be like, yes, I need this as a full bottle, because I do like a lot of perfumes, but am I going to order the full bottle? I don't think so. And also, this is not very inexpensive, you know. Ellis Brooklyn is more like a clean perfume brand, and they are not super expensive, but also not cheap. Anyway, this to me is a little bit more generic than I would hope it to be, but still it is a beautiful coconutty, creamy pineapple scent that does lean a little bit green from the palm leaf, and you do get the florals. It definitely is a beautiful perfume. I am going to wear it. It is a perfume DNA I like, a perfume DNA that is very easy to understand, easy to like. I like those perfumes. a lot. It's something I can wear as an everyday scent because of the coconut and the pineapple. I feel like it will be more something that I will wear once it is past 20 degrees outside. Yeah, it's just a little bit more synthetic and generic than I would have hoped for. So I'm not too sure if I will get a full bottle of this, but I will enjoy this travel size. And then the biggest surprise for me, Bouquet de Hongrie by BDK. Such an underrated scent. I never hear anybody talk about this perfume. I mean, BDK is a beloved brand. They have a lot of very popular perfumes, but I hardly ever hear anything about this perfume. So the main accords are fruity, sweet, and rose. And the notes are pear, strawberry, and cassis in the top, rose, jasmine, and laurinox, don't know what that is, in the middle, and musk, amber, and cedar in the base. And a lot of people say that it smells like the Chanel Chance line, the Eau Tendre. I don't think it smells like Chance. The thing is with me, I really want to enjoy Chanel parfums, but I don't. I've never had any of them where it was like, this is 100% me. And so, yeah, it's been a while since I've had a Chanel parfum in my collection. But this one is what Chanel should be. It is clean, it is soapy, it is fizzy and aldehydic, but it is enjoyable. It's well balanced. It's not too much of anything. It smells like very clean florals. It's not super fruity at all. I would say it's more clean, fresh floral with touches of fruitiness, making it a little bit more sweet and not as elegant as it could be. And because of the base notes, it does have some depth and it's not very fleeting. It's beautiful. I smelled this, I think 2 days ago. I smelled it for the first time and I immediately was like, wow, what is this? And I smelled so many perfumes that night, and when I went back to the room, I could only smell this. So this one is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It's not like I've never smelled anything like it. I have a lot of clean florals in my perfume collection, but it is a DNA that I do enjoy, and so I have space for it in my collection. I'm just not too sure how I feel about BDK because I have heard things that I don't like about the brand owner and comments he made, but I have to look into that before I make up my mind. But when it just comes to the art and not the artist, this one is absolutely beautiful. And I'm so happy to have the opportunity to wear it in February. So these are all the perfumes I want to wear in February. Let me know which ones you want to wear. How is the weather like where you're living? Is it summer? Is it winter? Something in between. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.